Hey everybody, Andy here, Aka Montolio, and we're back for round 3 of a vintage event. A vintage league, excuse me. We are playing HollowVine, and we're playing against Leofa, who is a noted PO player. We won the die roll, and that's pretty good. Chalice should be strong. Hopefully we can protect it through counter magic if need be. We're going to keep that one. Very nice accumulation of cards here. I would like to have a Force of Will here somewhere, but nonetheless, can't complain. Hopefully this Chalice is really strong here. Okay, now we just got to dodge a Wasteland or Strip Mine. Ancestral. Oh, they let me draw a card. Interesting. Well, we're going to see if we can stop that. I think I'm going to keep the blue card. Okay, they got 9 cards. I suspect they're going to have to discard 3. I guess not 3, but maybe 2. Yeah, just concession. So Chalice won me the game there for sure. Felt good. This player is a combo player typically. I think I'm going to address this matchup like I am playing against combo. Obviously, can get caught with my pants down with Noxious Revival, something like that, but siding out Noxious Revival, getting hit by Wastelands and Strip Mines, but I don't think that's something that I'm willing to address knowing this player's history. So I think this is good. I think it's questionable whether we want the Endurance here or not. Endurance is easily castable off Gaia's Cradle, and it does save us from Yawgmoth's Will, Snapcasters in a pinch. I think it's probably just better than Revival. I think so. Let's try this. Like, Revival really is typically only good against Wasteland Strip Mine decks or against Doomsday. Sure, it has its fringe applications where you can put a land on top of their library when they're playing off the top of their deck, but I think Endurance probably has a higher upside here. Once again, a good hand. Hopefully, they don't explode all their stuff onto the table turn 1. Perhaps they will be smart and play around Mindbreak Trap. Okay, this is not bad for me. If that's all they do. Force of Vigor, geez, that's nice. I mean, I think the Chalice is very likely to get wastelanded or countered, but I think that's okay. Okay, so I got rid of PO. So I think the force is gone now, so I'm going to take this away, and I could force a Vigor there, but I'm going to see if I can't get them to play another artifact here out here, and yeah. That's not really the artifact I want to see, but that's okay. I mean, I suspect I am gonna hit these both here. I don't really get either of them because this goes back on top and then they just get rid of this. But I think that's probably okay. The Soul Guide Lantern is actually a decent card against me here. We do have a Master of Death, and I would like to be able to recur them. I mean, my opponent's down to 3 cards here. So, yeah, it was probably bad value for me overall, but I think it's okay. Oh, geez. Prefer a hollow one here, but that's all right. We'll take what we get. Getting a little bit of pressure on the table feels nice. Now, hopefully my opponent doesn't have anything going on. Like a Pithing Needle would be pretty bad for us, and we'd feel a little bit silly having used our Force of Vigor so frivolously, but I think that's okay. Okay, top, sure. Let's go again. That's a bit unfortunate. Nice to have the Wasteland here. We'd be feeling really bad about ourselves if we didn't have the Wasteland. And hopefully next turn we are able to get our Masters back. Mm-hmm. 2 cards in hand from a HollowVine player is a scary thing from an opposing side. But of course the opponent knows that they're on a clock here. Okay. I mean, obviously we want to avoid Tabernacle. That would set us back a substantial amount in this position. Okay. We get our Masters back, which is pretty big game. Ooh, Strip Mine. The reason I held the 1 Master there is I want my opponent to think I have a counter spell, and it might elicit an early concession. I don't care if they daze this or whatever. We will take that away, and once again, we are vulnerable to... It actually probably was not smart for me to play the hollow one there, now that I think about it, because we're still very vulnerable to Tabernacle. Had I thought a little bit harder about that, I wouldn't have done that. Let's just hope this is an Ancestral. Yeah, it is. Okay. Probably was better for my opponent to get a Treasure Cruise there. We could have been punished. We could be punished for this line here. Looks like we got away with it. But essentially, there was no reason for me to play the hollow one there, because the likelihood of my opponent being able to put out enough creatures there to be able to block 2 of my creatures is very low prevalence, especially given their land count and so few cards in their hand. Holding the hollow one would have allowed me to recur the Vengevine and just kill them next turn. With probably reasonable chance of happening. Let's take a look at our cards here. We're going to get 3. No, okay, so it wouldn't have happened that turn, but regardless, we got there. And please remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying these vids, guys.